Hey guys, Steve here, and today we're going to review yet another Five Nights at Freddy's fan film, known as Five Nights at Freddy's Desolate Location by Haunting Nightmares. Now, this guy commented on my review of the Liam Gartland-Eman Five Nights at Freddy's fan film a while ago, telling me to review his fan film. So, here you go. Unlike my previous two reviews, I'm not going to describe the plot from the description. Instead, I'm just going to describe what's on the screen right now as I watch this, because, for me at least, the story's kind of hard to follow. So, first of all, we cut to 1999, as we see Spring Bonnie having a makeout session with one of the kids.
Wasn't us. It was him. I will put you back together.
After that, we cut to, I'll admit, a pretty cool cameo from Sup Beachman 7's Mike Schmidt, as he talks with this guy.
Hey Mike, how's it going?
Good. So I heard about the news.
Oh yeah, I was there obviously. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah. You know, someone interfered with Bonnie's wiring. Was it you?
Yeah, what do you think? Why wouldn't it be me?
Seems like you scored yourself another point in your little game.
The game I control. Everyone who visits doesn't know that they are my pawn in my game.
Right, you don't want to get caught now.
Well, it's my restaurant anyway, Mike.
So you got a little plan to cover this up?
Well, let's just say I paid off the town's fellow officers to prevent a so-called, what do you call it, investigation, that's the word.
Alright, so after Mr. Deep Voice prepares this guy for a Halloween party, we then cut to the present day and meet our security guard of the film. I think the volume is about as loud as Fluttershy.
Yes, something about the best looking position as a night watchman. Yes, I'd like to apply. Alright, cool. I'll be back. I'll be there in about 15 minutes. Alright, cool.
Didn't quite catch that.
So, our security guard arrives at the pizzeria that apparently needs its lights fixed, as he's greeted by the manager, named William Afton. Nothing suspicious there. Of course, he starts his job. However, the cameras suddenly stop working. Did Balloon Boy somehow get in the office and remove his voice box or something? Oh, imagine how annoying that would be in a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Okay, I'm getting off track. So, our security guard does the smart decision and wander off on his own to explore the pizzeria, which results in this, I'll admit, pretty funny line.
This place is so dark and quiet. Anybody could just come out anywhere and stab you like one of those cheesy horror films.
He then heads near the back of the building and finds, I think, Freddy pretending to be C-3PO from Star Wars. Meanwhile, Mr. Deep Voice heads back home and calls someone else.
Hey son, so did you get the memo? Wait. Remember what I said to you before you left? Yes, get the spring lock suit. That means everything to me. I need you to get it. I need it. Because if the inspectors come down to our pizzeria and find it, we're in a heap of trouble, We're screwed. We're going to be sentenced to death row. You don't even know what's going to happen.
Back at the pizzeria, our security guard is having a fun time with Freddy. Alright, this leads me to say that the animatronic effects in this are actually pretty well done. I mean, not as memorable as the previous two fan films I reviewed, but still, they were pretty good. Although I have no idea why Fazbear Entertainment thought this would. The cameras eventually pick up this guy who's here to remind us that only you can prevent spring lock failures. Of course, this being a horror movie, he gets back up and terrorizes our security guard. Come here, boy! We then cut back to Mr. Deep Voice, where this happens.
Let me check up on my little buddy. Oh, A+ crap.
Hi there, you wanna play a game with me?
Huh? Get off me! Stay down. I hate you bucket of bolts now. I guess this means my retirement.
What the heck was that? I mean, I know Plushtrap just attacked Mr. Deep Voice and failed miserably, but look at this! Who can take this seriously? I'll give it this. It's not as embarrassing as Sup Beachman 7's Foxy. We then go back to the pizzeria where suddenly these two guys show up and tase Springtrap. They then drag him outside and put a fire special effect all over him. Of course, afterwards, Freddy plays peekaboo with them. Then, proving nothing's gonna break his stride, Foxy comes in and fights this guy. However, the guy runs away and all the way to the restrooms, where all the other animatronics show up, knock him to the ground, and you know what. One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Yeah, that's how it ends. Overall, Desolate Location, it's not my favorite, to be honest. The audio is so quiet that I can barely tell what was going on, but the animatronic effects make this film worthwhile. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Definitely not my favorite, but definitely worth watching for the animatronic effects. Alright, I better get going. I want you to let me know what other fan films, they don't necessarily have to be Five Nights at Freddy's, but what other fan films do you want me to review? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, if you want more content from me, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.